Stuck points are beliefs, or Bs, that create unpleasant emotions or unhealthy behavior and are often just plain not true. Stuck points generally run invisibly in the subconscious mind. These are called automatized programs and can run up to 300 times faster than conscious thoughts. This is both good news and bad news. If the program works for you, it's great, like driving a car or riding a bike. But bad news if the program works against your current life needs. If, for example, you experienced neglect as a child and often went hungry, you might have a belief that says you must eat all of your food. Now, as an adult, you may overeat. This belief is a stuck point because it simply doesn't work for you anymore. And with this process, you have an opportunity to revise this. The tool that I'm about to show you brings the belief into conscious awareness so that you can take it to court where it can be challenged to defend its utility using a forensically rigorous process. You know, it's not enough to use pure logic, to just look at what you believe and just decide it doesn't make sense. You have to dig deep and question the belief like a good defense attorney by answering 10 challenging questions, then asking yourself if you're guilty of any of the 7 faulty belief patterns. This thought exercise is not just so you can update your belief. It's also so that your conscious mind has the opportunity to hear all of the evidence for and all of the evidence against this belief, because the brain is very stubborn and is determined to maintain the status quo because this belief, or stuck point, once worked to help you survive. Stuck points can be identified in the following ways. The use of superlatives and concrete fact-pounding, for example, all men are blank. It is unsafe to blank. I will never be blank. Key superlative words to watch out for are always, forever, never, need, should, must, can't, and every time. Stuck points are often if-then statements. For example, if I let people get close to me, then I will get hurt. Stuck points can often be exposed when you suffer from anxiety or depression. When you're feeling low, you can ask yourself, okay, what am I telling myself right now? Starting with the brain priming using the ABC sheet is a great way to start. Now, there are 3 documents that you will use to process your stuck point. They are the Challenging Beliefs Worksheet, the Challenging Questions Sheet, and the Faulty Thinking Pattern Sheet. You can get a copy of these documents from the link in the description. Here's how this works. You first make a list of your beliefs about the 5 areas of perception: safety, trust, power and control, esteem, and intimacy. And once you have your list, you use your Challenging Beliefs Worksheet to dig in and take this belief to court. So you start by writing your stuck point on the Challenging Beliefs Worksheet in column 1, cell 1. In this example, the stuck point is, I'm able to keep myself safe. Number 2, you put the percent that you believe this in column 1, cell 2. For example, in this instance, it's 100%. I believe 100% that I'm able to keep myself safe. Then you'll put the emotions associated with the stuck point in column 1, cell 3, and give a percent of how much you feel this. In this example, the emotions are uneasy, 80%, mad, 60%, and sad, 60%. The percentages do not have to add up to 100%. Now you're going to go through every question on the Challenging Questions sheet and put your answers in column 2. The most challenging part of this process is found in question 1. Take your time and think through the evidence for this belief. Then you'll go to evidence against this belief. So my evidence for would be, well, I'm safe because I have a house that keeps me safe. Also, I can shoot a gun. Also, I have a taser. I can call 911, I can drive away, and I know how to break someone's finger if they attack me. And here's the harder part. It's compiling the evidence against the belief. In this example, the evidence against is, I was mugged, I was accused of being disrespectful when I defended myself, people in authority stripped me of my power, be it coaches or parents or whatever. I was also unfairly accused of creating the problem as opposed to being the victim. So these are pieces of evidence that indicate that your belief is not really 100% true. So this evidence against the belief that I'm able to keep myself safe is pretty clear. When I was mugged, I was not able to keep myself safe. So that's part of this process. In questions 2 through 10, you can circle any of the questions that you are aware of doing. Don't skip over any of these. There are examples of each of the points on the sheet for reference. For challenging questions, question number 7 is a little tricky. It asks if the source information is reliable. If you were told this belief by someone who did not have your best interests at heart, that's an easy no. If you developed this belief when you were a child, you can ask yourself, okay, do I trust my 10-year-old self to give me good life advice? You may answer this as a no. Next, you're going to examine your stuck point for faulty thinking patterns and circle the ones that you know that you are guilty of in column number 3. Include an explanation for the circled items if necessary. Now you will bring this all together. In column 4, based on all of the analysis that you've just done, you will rewrite the stuck point as an alternative belief and include the percent that you believe this new belief right below this. The alternative belief is nuanced and thoughtful. In this example, it is, I can protect myself in many situations, and I can be more aware of dangerous situations. When I'm in danger, I can run, shoot, call, yell, or taser if I need to. But there are times when no amount of power or control or avoidance will make a difference. I could do everything right and still not be safe. Also in column 4, cell 3, you'll write the emotions that you feel towards the alternative belief and give a percent for how much you feel it. Now you will re-rate the percentage that you believe your original stuck point in column 5, cell 2. Finally, you will examine your new feelings towards the original belief in column 5, cell 3, and give each one a percent. Now that you've completed this process on one of your stuck points, notice the difference in how you feel. Whenever the original stuck point pops into your head, remind yourself of the alternative belief so that the stuck point weakens and eventually fades into irrelevance. The goal of this process is to take your impaired thinking and revise it to repaired thinking. For your reference, I'm including a chart of impaired thinking versus repaired thinking. Successful processing of your stuck points will leave you with a calmer brain, a more effective approach to life, and ultimately, more peace and contentment.